In this video, I want to cover some of my highlights from last month's December 2021 Power BI feature update, including things like the new Sparklines, some new updates and fixes to the format pane, all of that and more. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi, my name is Fernan and welcome to the Solutions Abroad YouTube channel, where we cover tips, tricks, and best practices when working with Power BI. I upload new videos every week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when a new one is out. So the first feature that I want to talk about are the Sparklines, which are basically tiny charts that you can add within your cells, in your tables, to show trends really quickly. It's currently a preview feature at the moment, so to use it, you'll need to enable it from the preview settings pane. And when enabled, you can just simply right click on numeric fields in your field well, and you will have a new option to add a sparkline. Selecting this option will open up a dialog that will allow you to change the X and Y axis of your sparkline, as well as the type of summarization if you need to change that. So once you're done with your customization, you can just click create, and this will add a new column with the sparkline that you need. You can edit the sparklines from the same context menu that you created it from, and you have tons of options when it comes to formatting these lines, such as changing its color, its width, putting some markers on stuff like highest or lowest, and you can even change the line from a line chart to a column chart. There are a few limitations as to how many sparklines you can have per visual, so just bear that in mind when you're using this preview feature. Next are the new format pane updates. Now, this feature was released as a preview feature not so long ago, and it essentially modernizes the format pane to supposedly make it easier for new users to find and explore new formatting options. They've updated the expand all categories option now, so that it expands all subcategories, and they've also re-added a few missing settings. So here's a list of what they've added. And I actually had a problem finding these settings when using this new format pane. So I actually ended up reverting back to the old format pane just because I'm a bit more familiar with where things are in the old format pane. And also I couldn't find these settings that I needed as easily as I did before. But maybe now with these new fixes and updates, I'll probably give it a try again and see if it's any better. Email subscriptions access via admin API is now available. It's basically an API that returns a list of all the email subscriptions that have been created in your entire tenant. This allows your admins to have better control over your Power BI tenant when it comes to email subscriptions. And if you want to know more about admin APIs and how to use them, I made a video about it in the past, so check it out if you haven't yet. Sharing links via Power BI now has an option to toggle include my changes. This means that any filters you've done on the visual page, like slicer, selections, cross-filtering, drill downs, and bookmarks, these options that you've selected will be preserved, making user experience a lot easier for you and your recipients. Hybrid tables are now available for Power BI Premium users, which enables you to use the incremental refresh augmented with real-time data. If you're not familiar with what incremental refresh is, I covered it extensively in another video. Basically, it allows you to work with big data imported into Power BI by archiving the old data that it has and then only importing new data every time it refreshes. So your refreshes essentially don't take everything all at once, but it takes them incrementally and only the new data. With this new option, you will find on Power BI Desktop, you'll have the ability to include real-time data as well via direct query, which is a lot faster than importing your data into the model. So if you work with large data sets and have a premium license, this is definitely something you should think about. Workspaces can now be assigned to pipeline stages. Deployment pipelines are a way to keep Power BI report creations following a development lifecycle, where the stages are split into dev or test or production. And a lot of us already create this separation via workspaces, purely because pipelines are a premium feature at the moment, and it still is. Now you can assign workspaces into stages to make your development life a lot easier. Pipelines will auto-match items between different stages and will allow you to deploy up to different stages a lot easier. You can now view landscape reports in portrait view for mobile. So before, it will ask you to rotate your phone when you're on portrait mode to see the report in landscape mode. But it seems like this is not supported in all mobile phone experiences. But now with this new update, it will show you the reports in portrait mode with the ability to zoom in, which gives you a bit more flexibility with your mobile experience. And finally, you can visualize data and generate insights quickly from Power Apps and Dynamic 365 apps with Power BI. Now with a single click of a button, Power BI can give you quick insights that are useful to explore your data, which is very similar to the experience that you have with Power BI Service and SharePoint, where it allows you to create reports quickly without having to actually create it from scratch. So I'm looking forward to experimenting more of these quick reports in the future. And that's it for this video. As usual, I've only covered some of my highlights from the updates, but if you want to see the full lists, I'll leave a link to the blog post in the description box below. Thanks for watching as usual, and a happy new year. Give this video a like if you found it useful. Give it a dislike if you didn't, so I know to do better for next time. Ask your questions in the comment section box below so I can help you and you can help others. If you really like this video, we have a Patreon page where you can support the channel and get exclusive perks like early access, demo files, and credits at the end of these videos. Thanks again for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.